So today, we're going to make biscuits and gravy. I'm trying a new way of doing it. I think we'll add it, make it even more delicious than before. So there's the pork sausage I've already cooked up. And now we add the butter. And also about time to put the biscuits in the oven. Alright, the biscuits are in, and we'll set the timer for about 28 minutes. Alright, so now we're going to get that butter mixed all in, and then we're going to add flour and seasonings. First I just want to get it kind of all coated. Alright. Now, we'll add some flour. So keep the flour in glass because it lasts longer that way. I'm just going to sprinkle it through. This kind of makes the gravy. We will be adding milk later. And it's kind of a feel what you think will do it. So we'll stop there and get it all mixed up. Now, salt and pepper has already been added. And remember, we don't want to overdo the salt. So that can be added to the gravy on an individual basis. Look at that. Now it's time to add some milk. We'll put like about 2 cups worth to start. Get it mixed up. This is where the gravy comes from. And it add a little bit more salt and pepper. What I'll do is I get it kind of mixed up here. We're definitely going to be adding more milk because this will thicken up soon. And we want to make sure we have enough gravy for everybody. See how it thickens up like that? And that's when it gets to be good.
Don't forget salt.
I would put it in there, baby.
Well, you might have to taste it again later.
Yeah.
Or people who just eat.
Yeah, I figured we'll just do it individual because I know you and John like it a little bit saltier than I do. And remember, once you put too much salt in it, it's over. It's over, man. Biscuits are cooking. And then, like I said, if I want to thicken it up, I can always sprinkle in a little bit more flour. And put in a little bit more milk. And ignore the comments from the peanut gallery. So the idea is try to stir it a little slower. And just leave it on a low medium heat. And we don't want to be in a hurry to cook any of this. And then actually once you take it off the heat, it will continue to thicken up. So you want it a little runny at first, because the time it's done, it will be thicker. So obviously we don't want it this runny. If it doesn't thicken up enough, what can we do? Add more flour. Now we keep stirring it so nothing burns on the bottom. Now once I think the consistency is about right, I'll just let it kind of simmer and thicken up over time. We got 18 minutes yet before the biscuits are done. So plenty time. So what I'll do is I'll tie this with a second video. But this is nutrition, and then we also will cook an egg to put on top of the whole thing to add nutritional value. And wash it down with more Fairlife milk. Okay, so I'm going to cook about 3 eggs. So we can add an egg to it. I have added milk to this 3 more times. So it kind of gives you an idea how much it will thicken as you simmer it. Now had I not added, and I probably added about 2 more cups of milk, because we wanted a gravy. We don't want it liquidly. We don't want it like a liquid, nor do we want it like paste. So you gotta be just right. So then the eggs I'll stack here. The whole idea is crumb up some biscuits, throw an egg on top, throw the gravy on top, and you've got nutrition. Now this does take a little bit longer, and I'll probably upload this as another premiere so we can all talk and chat. And I'm really looking forward to having a delicious meal. So you just gotta make sure you keep moving this so they don't want it to burn on the bottom. And remember, cleaning cast iron, no dish soap. See how that's getting to be a gravy already? And I'll probably add a little bit more water, or not water, milk. I could add water too. You can do like a half and half if you want to. And it's kind of like, you just kind of get a feel for it after a while. But the idea is to add it slowly so you don't overdo it. So I will say, yep, I got just the right amount of flour in there and the right amount of milk. And that should simmer down just about where I want it. So let's flip the egg over. I like to bust the yolk. And I'll cook 3 of these. And we've got 9 minutes left on the biscuits. Also, you can check out my, not just YouTube, I do have an Instagram of the same name. And I do have a TikTok now, John McBean6. I'll probably give it a name here in a little bit. And I've got my drop set from Friday going just nuts on it. Over 500,000 views already in just about 2 days. So that was a big surprise. It doesn't pay me anything, but it was cool. So if anybody want to check that out, feel free. And let's get some more cooking done. All right, it's got the second egg cooking. Did add some more pepper to it. I added so much milk. Figured I'd better. And I'm liking the consistency. I'm thinking just a little bit more milk. Just because I know how this gets really thick at the end. You know, time you sit there and peel open your biscuits and put the egg on top and go for the gravy, it will keep getting thicker. So I want it, just before I turn off the heat, I want it just a little bit liquid, more liquid than I want it, knowing that it will settle back down, probably within minutes. So 5 minutes. 5 minutes before the biscuits come out. That's another thing you want to do, is you want to kind of time it. So I'm cooking this in butter. Just good medium to use, and it adds flavor. There's the other one that I cooked. Let's make some room for the biscuits. Alrighty, got the third egg on. Pull the third lever. Not the third lever. Yes. Yes, master. Which movie was that from? Put your guess in the comments. Let's have a little fun. It is one of my favorite movies. We got the third egg cooking. And we got 2 minutes. 2 minutes for the biscuits to come out. So, okay. Kind of fell apart on me. Give it a few more seconds to get more of a base before I flip it over. And you can see that's getting ready to take that off the heat. Yeah, we'll shut the heat off of that right now. Now let's flip the egg. And we bust the yolk up. And I do that just to get it to cook more evenly. Man, I am excited for this. This is going to be good. Let's give it one more stir. Yep. Oh yeah. I'd say that's just about perfect. It's not perfect. It's pretty darn tootin' close. Alright, so the third egg is done. Set that off to the side. Come on. There we go. And that's settled in, and we have 10 seconds. And the biscuits come out. So there are the biscuits. Let them cool off just a little bit. And then it's going to be time to eat. And wash it down with a glass of Fairlife milk. And also after the meals, that's when I take a lot of my vitamins, because it's best to take them with food. They take longer to go through your system, so you absorb more of them. And if you take them on an empty stomach, the possibility of a stomach ache can happen depending on your constitution and how you feel that day. So I am excited for this. Soon the finished product. So I start out with 3 biscuits. Got that steam rising off them, so I'm going to let them cool down a little bit, and I'll break them up in probably quarters. And then we'll get ready for the next layer of pure nutrition and great taste. All right, so now we got the egg put on top. Now we're going to cover it all with gravy. This is what my buddy Robert and I had when we were in the Army after a big PT run. This was our breakfast. And we would just smear it with sausage gravy. And then I'll add add a little bit of salt and pepper to it. And this is eating good in the neighborhood. Alrighty, breakfast is served, everybody. Let's dig in and get the day started. Remember, rest, nutrition, and exercise is the way to go. So, and have fun and take your time cooking. All right, this was probably about 40 minutes of cooking easy, but it's well worth it. Everybody, enjoy the rest of your wonderful weekend. Remember, next week I will be at the Arnold and try to post a lot of videos from there.